Hi, everybody. Welcome to the English Podcast channel. Jack, how are you doing today? It is so good to see you.
Hi, Lily. I am doing great, thanks. I am so happy it is finally Friday. It has been a very long week. How are you?
I am wonderful, thank you. I agree with you completely. This week felt very long. I am so ready for the weekend. I need to relax and have some fun.
Me too. Do you have any special plans for this weekend? Or are you just going to rest at home?
Well, I have a mix of plans. I want to rest, but I also want to do something active. I might go to the park on Saturday morning. The weather is supposed to be sunny. What about you? Do you have any big plans?
That sounds nice. I love going to the park when the sun is shining. For me, I think I will visit my parents on Sunday. But on Saturday, I have a funny story to tell you. I have a plan to fix a big mistake I made last weekend.
A mistake? Oh no, Jack. What happened? You have to tell me. I love hearing your stories. They are always so interesting and funny.
Okay. Promise you will not laugh at me.
I cannot promise that. If it is funny, I will definitely laugh, but I will try to be nice. Tell me.
Okay, so last Saturday, I decided to bake a cake. You know I am trying to learn how to cook, right?
Yes, I remember. You told me you wanted to learn to bake. So what happened with the cake?
Well, I found a really simple recipe online. It looked very easy. It was a chocolate cake. I bought all the ingredients. I had flour, eggs, milk, butter, and everything else.
That sounds like a good start. Chocolate cake is delicious. So where did it go wrong?
I started mixing everything in a big bowl. I was feeling very professional. I put the cake in the oven and waited for 40 minutes. The smell was amazing. The whole kitchen smelled like chocolate.
I can imagine. I love the smell of baking cake. It makes the house feel so warm and cozy.
Exactly. So the timer went off. I took the cake out of the oven. It looked perfect. It was dark brown and fluffy. I was so proud of myself. My friend Tom came over to visit, so I cut a slice for him and a slice for me.
This sounds like a success story, Jack. Why is it a mistake?
Wait for it. Tom took a big bite. Suddenly, his face changed. He looked very confused and a little bit sick. He spit the cake out into a napkin.
Oh, my goodness. Why? Was it not cooked enough?
No, it was cooked perfectly. But I made a huge error. In the kitchen, I have 2 white jars. One jar has sugar, and the other jar has salt. They look exactly the same.
Oh, no. Jack, please tell me you did not do what I think you did.
Yes, I did. I used 1 cup of salt instead of 1 cup of sugar.
No way. That is terrible. A whole cup of salt? That must have tasted awful.
It was the worst thing I have ever tasted. It was so salty. Poor Tom. He drank 3 glasses of water immediately. We laughed about it later, but in that moment, I felt so silly.
That is hilarious. I am sorry, Jack, but that is really funny. Poor Tom. So, are you going to try again this weekend?
Yes, that is the plan. I am going to bake the cake again tomorrow, but this time I will taste the white powder before I put it in the bowl. I need to make sure it is sweet, not salty.
That is a very smart idea. Maybe you should put a label on the jars too. Write sugar on one and salt on the other.
I did that yesterday. I learned my lesson. What about you, Lily? Have you had any funny disasters lately? Or has your week been normal?
Well, nothing as funny as a salt cake, but I did have a strange morning on Tuesday. It was one of those days where everything goes wrong.
I hate days like that. What happened?
It started with my alarm clock. Usually, I wake up at 7 o'clock, but on Tuesday, my phone battery died during the night, so the alarm did not ring.
Oh, that is a nightmare. I am always afraid that will happen to me. What time did you wake up?
I woke up at 8 o'clock. I was supposed to be at work at 8:30. I jumped out of bed. I was running around my apartment like a crazy person. I brushed my teeth in 10 seconds. I put on my clothes so fast.
Did you have time for breakfast? I cannot start my day without coffee.
No breakfast, no coffee. It was tragic. I ran to the bus stop. I saw the bus coming down the street. I waved my hand, but the driver did not see me. He drove right past me.
No, that is so unlucky. What did you do?
I had to wait 15 minutes for the next bus. I was standing there, and then it started to rain. And guess what? I forgot my umbrella because I was in such a hurry.
Oh, Lily, that sounds miserable. So you were late and wet?
Yes, I arrived at work 30 minutes late. My hair was wet, my shoes were wet, and I was so hungry. But luckily, my boss was very nice about it. She laughed and made me a cup of hot tea.
Wow, you have a great boss. A cup of tea can fix almost anything.
It really can. After I drank the tea, I felt much better. It just shows that sometimes, even if the morning is bad, the rest of the day can be okay.
That is a great attitude, Lily. You are very positive. I think if I was wet and hungry, I would be grumpy all day.
Well, I try to be positive, but let's talk about better things. You said you are visiting your parents on Sunday. Do they live far away?
Not too far. They live in a small town about an hour away from the city. It is a very quiet and peaceful place. They have a nice garden. My mom loves flowers.
That sounds lovely. Does she grow vegetables too?
Yes, she grows tomatoes, cucumbers, and peppers. In the summer, the salads are amazing. Fresh vegetables taste so much better than the ones from the supermarket.
I agree completely. There is nothing like a fresh tomato from the garden. What do you usually do when you visit them?
We usually have a big lunch together. My dad likes to barbecue if the weather is nice. We sit outside, eat, and talk. It is very relaxing. It is a nice break from the busy city life.
That sounds perfect. It is important to spend time with family. My family lives in another country, so I miss them a lot. I talk to them on video calls every weekend, though.
That is good. Technology is amazing, isn't it? It helps us stay close to people who are far away. Where does your family live?
They live in Spain. It is always sunny there. Sometimes I get jealous when I look out my window and see gray clouds, and they are at the beach.
I bet. Spain is beautiful. Do you visit them often?
I try to go twice a year, once in the summer and once for Christmas. I am actually planning a trip there next month. I am so excited.
That is exciting. You will have to tell me all about it. Maybe you can bring back some Spanish snacks for me.
Of course. I will bring you some good olive oil and maybe some chocolates, but not salty chocolates.
Very funny. Please, only sweet chocolates. Speaking of snacks, do you want to grab a bite to eat after work today? I know a new burger place downtown.
Oh, really? I love burgers. Where is it exactly?
It is near the old cinema. You know, on Main Street? My friend told me they have the best cheese fries in the city.
Cheese fries? Okay, you convinced me. I am definitely hungry. I did not eat a big lunch today.
Great. We can go there around 6 o'clock. Is that a good time for you?
6 o'clock is perfect. It gives me enough time to finish my work and get to the city center. Should we invite anyone else?
We can, but maybe it is better if it is just us this time. We can catch up properly. Sometimes with a big group, it is hard to talk to everyone.
That is true. A quiet dinner sounds nice. We can relax and chat.
By the way, have you watched any good movies lately? I need a recommendation for Friday night, if I don't fall asleep early.
Actually, yes. I watched a really funny comedy last night. It is about a family that goes on a vacation, but everything goes wrong. They lose their luggage, they get lost in the forest, and they meet a bear.
That sounds hilarious. Is it a new movie?
Yes, it just came out on streaming. It is called The Crazy Holiday. You should watch it. It is very light and easy to understand. It is perfect for a Friday night.
The Crazy Holiday. Okay, I will write that down. I like comedies. I do not like horror movies. They scare me too much.
Me neither. I cannot watch horror movies. I get nightmares. If I watch a scary movie, I have to sleep with the lights on.
I am the same. Last year, I watched a scary movie with my brother. He loved it, but I was hiding behind a pillow the whole time.
I totally understand. Life is stressful enough. I don't need to be scared for fun. I prefer movies that make me laugh or feel happy.
Exactly. Or action movies. I like superhero movies too. They are exciting.
Oh, I like superhero movies too. Who is your favorite superhero?
That is a difficult question. I think I like Spider-Man the best. He is funny and he is a normal guy, mostly. What about you?
I like Wonder Woman. She is strong and brave.
Good choice. Maybe we can go to the cinema next weekend if there is a new superhero movie out.
That sounds like a great plan. We should check the schedule next week. But first, let's focus on the weekend coming up. So you have the Salt Cake remake and visiting your parents. Is there anything else?
Well, I need to do some cleaning. My apartment is a bit messy. I have clothes on the chair and dishes in the sink. I need to do laundry too.
Cleaning is so boring, but it feels so good when it is finished. I usually do my cleaning on Saturday morning. I put on some loud music and dance while I clean. It makes it more fun.
That is a good trick. What kind of music do you listen to?
I listen to pop music, something with a fast beat. It gives me energy. If I listen to slow music, I just want to sit on the sofa and do nothing.
I will try that. I usually listen to podcasts when I clean. It helps the time pass quickly. I listen to podcasts about history or science.
You are so smart, Jack. Learning while you clean. I just sing into my broom like a microphone.
There is nothing wrong with that. It sounds like you have a lot of fun.
I try to. Life is too short to be bored. Hey, speaking of cleaning, do you have any tips for removing coffee stains?
Coffee stains? Did you spill coffee on something?
Yes, on my favorite white shirt. It happened yesterday. I was drinking coffee at my desk, and I knocked the cup over. I was so sad.
Oh, white shirts are dangerous. I think you should try using baking soda and water. Make a paste and put it on the stain. Let it sit for a while, then wash it.
Baking soda? Really? I have that in my kitchen.
Yes, it works really well. My mom taught me that. She knows how to clean everything.
Thanks, Jack. I will try that tonight. I hope it works. I really love that shirt.
I hope it works too. Just don't use the salt jar by mistake.
Haha, very funny. I will check the label carefully. Baking soda, not salt, and not sugar.
Exactly. Safety first in the kitchen.
So, Jack, tell me more about this burger place we are going to. Is it expensive?
No, not at all. It is very affordable. A burger is about $10 and the fries are $5. It is a good price for the quality.
That is a great price. Eating out can be so expensive in the city. I try to cook at home mostly to save money.
Me too. Cooking at home is healthier and cheaper, but sometimes a nice burger is necessary. It is a treat.
I agree. It is a reward for surviving the week.
Exactly. A reward for waking up late and running in the rain.
And a reward for eating salty cake.
Okay, you win. We both deserve a treat.
Hey, look at the time. It is almost 5 o'clock. We should finish up our work so we can leave on time.
You are right. I have a few more emails to send. I want to leave my desk completely clean for Monday.
That is a good habit. I hate coming in on Monday morning to a pile of work from the previous week. It makes the week start badly.
Yes, so I will finish these emails, turn off my computer, and meet you outside the building at 6.
Sounds like a plan. Outside the main entrance?
Yes, outside the main entrance. I will be the one looking hungry.
And I will be the one looking ready for cheese fries. See you soon, Jack.
See you soon, Lily. Work hard.
You too. Bye for now.